Good morning, everyone. I hope you're all doing well, and welcome back to Music Lessons Live with me, Ollie, here on the Facebook page, New Web Arts Facebook page. As I always mention, these videos will be going up onto our YouTube channel as well, and for those teachers and students who've asked, this will also be going up onto your online resource pages. So if you didn't have the opportunity to tune in on Monday, we are learning What a Wonderful World by Louis Armstrong on the ukulele. Please don't worry if you haven't got a ukulele at home, as I will put up the chords and the tab onto the comments in just a moment if you want to play along on guitar. Each week I'm going to try my best to either do a different instrument. So the main two instruments people have asked me that I play are ukulele and guitar, but I also teach piano as well, and I do some percussion. So I will try my best to have a go at showing you guys some songs on those instruments in the future as well. So we are going to carry on from where we left off on Monday. If you haven't had the opportunity to already, I would strongly recommend to go and watch Monday's video after you've watched this one, just so you can get up to speed to where we are in terms of the music. However, if you haven't, don't worry, because I always go through everything before we start anyway. So going through the chord pattern, the rhythm pattern as well. So, Monday we did the verse 1. Today we're going to have a little look. It's more like a bridge section in the song. So the song itself is kind of 4 verses long. You've kind of got the first verse, second verse, which has the same chords and chord pattern that I showed you from Monday. Then we've got this verse 3, almost like a bridge section where it slightly changes. And then we go back to verse 4, which again is similar to what we did on Monday. So I'm going to show you that little bit in between today, and it sounds something like this. So that is the little section that we are learning today. I'm just going to quickly put the tab in the comments so you can follow along at home. If you can't open up this tab for whatever reason, make sure that you've got a piece of paper and pencil at hand, ready to jot down some of the chord patterns and chord charts at home. I'm going to go through the chord patterns a little bit more as well, and at the end of this lesson, I will comment in the chord pattern so you can follow along at home, because I've had some people asking me at home about reading the chord patterns, as they were a little unsure when it came to practice. So I will put those in at the end of the lesson. Right, so the way I structure it is I'm going to go over the chords now and make sure that you're happy with the position of the chords and where they are. We'll then go over the chord pattern, and then we're going to try and play it through. Again, we're going to take it nice and slowly when we play, not rushing at all, to make sure that we can get those chords sounding really, really good and get that really good chord pattern going along as well. So, first chord for today on our ukulele. If you haven't already, go and watch my previous videos on how to hold our ukulele properly as well, and also how to draw out and read chord charts. We've got C chord for today. C major chord is our first chord. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our third finger, or our ring finger if we're playing right-handed. If you're playing left-handed, you'll be doing it with your right hand. You're going to place it on the 3rd fret of the A string here. Okay? And that is C. Okay, nice easy chord to start off with. Again, when you're playing these chords, if you're getting something like this, okay, there could be 2 to 3 reasons why that is happening. So first one, you're not pressing down hard enough on the string. So you want the string connecting or touching that fretboard. Second reason, your finger position might be on one of the metal lines, so you just want it in between. And thirdly is how you position your hands. So what we look for is that crab claw. It's what we call a crab claw technique. So like a crab snapping his pincers, that's what we want to do. Okay, and we want to make sure our thumb is in the center part of the neck here, and our finger playing on the tips of our fingers, pressing down like so. And you almost want to be doing like a pinching technique. Okay, pinching your fingers between the neck and the fretboard. Okay, little micro adjustments here and there, and you will get it. So that's C. That's the first chord that we've got today. Second chord, we've got F major. So we take our first finger, we place it on the first fret of the E string here. We take our second finger, or our middle finger, and we place it on the second fret of G here. Okay, G string here. So you almost got that T-Rex kind of shape with your fingers. And that is F major. Okay. Again, move those fingers around. Make sure you play on the tips of your fingers, because if you play with flat fingers, okay, you may touch the C and A string, which we don't want to do. Okay. So we've got F major there. So C, F major. Second line, we go back to C again. Then we go to F major again. Okay. So we've got 2 C chords, 2 F major chords. Then we go to D minor. Okay. Best thing to do with D minor, because a lot of people see this chord and think it's going to be really difficult. It isn't if you follow this quick technique, this quick trick that I've come up with. So what you want to do is you want to make an F major chord shape. So first finger on the first fret of E. Second finger on the second fret of G major. Then all you want to do is take your ring finger, your third finger, you're going to tuck it underneath your second finger on the second fret of C. And that is D minor. Now, if you want to do this a little bit differently, what you can do is you can take your third finger and place that down first, and then move your other fingers around that. So your second finger on the second fret of G, and then your first finger on the first fret of E. Or you can start with your second finger, place those two down first, because those can be quite tricky, and then first finger. Again, what you want to make sure you're doing there is make sure you're playing right on the tips of your fingers. Okay, I've got quite chunky fingers, so I have to really kind of focus and know where I'm placing my fingers in between the frets. But again, lots of practice. Give yourself a lot of time as well. If this is the first time you're playing D minor, you're not going to get it straight away. Okay, so you want to give yourself as much time as you can for practice. Okay, so that's D minor. Again, if you want to pause me, you can, just to have a little bit of practice of that. Rewind and then come back to where you've left off as well. Brilliant. So we've got C major, F, C, F, D minor. Then we go to A minor. A minor, again, another easy chord for us to play. All we do is we take our second finger, our middle finger, we place it on the second fret of G. And then we play all the strings. So anytime we're playing a chord like this, we'll always be playing all the strings on a ukulele, unless the chord chart tells us otherwise. And as I said in previous videos, we're looking for that little X above one of the strings on a chord chart to tell us not to play that string. But I think for all these ones we don't have to. So A minor, then we go to D minor again, and then back to A minor. Quick tip, because D minor and A minor use that second finger on the second fret of G, don't move that finger. Keep it there. A good technique at home is to practice going in between those chords and repeating it over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. Okay? Until it becomes ingrained into your mind. Okay, so going D minor, A minor, D minor, A minor. Practice at home. So we do D minor to A minor 3 times. So we go D minor, then A minor, D minor, then A minor, D minor, and then A minor. Then we go to F, and then we go to C. And that is verse 3. That is it. So those are all the chords. I'm just going to go over those again one more time for those of us who need to pencil that in at home. So it is C major first, and then we go to F major, C major again, and then to F major. Then we go to D minor, then to A minor, D minor again, then A minor, D minor one more time, then A minor, F major to C major. Get the right fret. There you go. So those are all the chords that we're playing today. Now, so for those of us who tuned in on Monday, the rhythm is exactly the same for this verse here, so for verse 3. So Monday we did verse 1. Verse 2 is exactly the same as what we did on Monday. And verse 3 is this one that we've done today. So the rhythm, for those of us tuning in for the first time, okay, is we have 2 parts to our rhythm. So the way we count it and then the way we're going to play it on our ukulele. The way we count it is called the time signature. So in our video last week when we did Obviously by McFly, is we counted that 4/4 rhythm. So we counted 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. For this rhythm, this week, we're counting in 6/8. So we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so the accent comes on beat 1 and beat 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's how we're going to count it. The way we play it is when we decide to strum the strings on each beat. And for us this week, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. So when you are strumming, remember thumbs up technique. So you're putting your thumb up like that, putting it on the top string, and then you're pressing down until you swipe down through all the strings. On the way up, you're using this top part of your nail here to go up. The rhythm is down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. So on beat 1, we strum down, and that's it. Beat 2, we strum down and up. Beat 3, down and up. Beat 4 is down. Beat 5 is down and up, and beat 6 is down and up as well. So we're almost doing like a double strum on beats 2, 3, 5, and 6. When you're practicing this at home, make sure you're taking it nice and slowly at the start. And the most important thing as well is to keep that hand moving. If you start getting very on and start becoming very robotic with your hands, it's not going to have that quite natural feel, and it's going to start to really, really play with your mind over time as well. So the best thing to do at home for practice is just start off by going down on the ukulele. Then pick a time signature or a timing that you're comfortable with. So for example, counting to 4. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and just start to take certain beats out. So for example, if we took out 3, 1 and 2 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 And what you're training yourself to do there is certain moments when you strike the ukulele. And that's going to be a good way to keep that hand movement going and focusing on when you decide to strike the ukulele with your thumb. So hopefully that's a little technique, a little tip for practice at home to really help you out and really nail this chord pattern. So as I mentioned, counting 6, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. And that's the rhythm for today. So, how many times are we going to play those chords? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So those are the 6 beats there that we're going to play for. C, so that first C major chord, 12 beats. Okay, so we go through that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 twice. Okay, so we play the C chord twice there. F chord, exactly the same. We play it twice. So for 12 beats. On the second line, C and F, exactly the same. C and F, 12 beats. We're playing it twice. D minor to A minor, D minor to A minor on line 3. That's worth 1. We're only playing for that chord once. So that's going to be 6 beats long. And that goes for all 4 of those. So D minor, A minor, D minor, A minor, 6 beats long. The final line, D minor, A minor, F, C, again, 6 beats long. We're only playing that. We're only playing those chords once. So when I say we're playing C twice, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. For those of us playing at home who think that rhythm is going to be too difficult, okay, there is a simpler version, and all you do is you play on beats 1 and 4. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you're just strumming down. So if you want a bit more time to practice but really want to play along today, all you've got to do is play on beats 1 and 4 and just strike down. Now, in my previous video on Monday, I did take out some chords to make it easier for those of us who were following at home and thought that there was too many chords going on. For this one, the changes aren't too difficult. They aren't really big changes. For example, going from D minor to A minor, if you keep that second finger down, that's a relatively easy change. And going from C to F, those students who I teach will know of the C to F chord challenge, so they should be pretty good at that now. But like I've said before, practice, practice, practice. But it should be fine for today. I think you will be able to get all these chords when playing. Right, let's give it a go. So the final part of the session is we're going to have a go at playing along at home. Again, we're going to take it nice and slowly. I'll go through that one more time as well. So C, we're playing that twice, so for 12 beats. F, playing it twice for 12 beats again. C to F on the second line again, we're playing that twice, so for 12 beats. D minor, A minor, D minor, A minor we're playing it once for 6 beats. D minor, A minor, F, C, once, 6 beats as well. Right, let's give it a go. So C chord ready. Here we go. Remember that chord pattern. Down, down, up, down, up, down. We're going to take it nice and slow. I'm going to do a 6 beat counting as well before we start, and then we'll go. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. C, down, up, down, up, down. And again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ready for F? F, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back to C. C. And again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to F. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. Keep that second finger down. 2, 3. D minor again. A minor. minor once more. 2, 3, 4, 5. A minor. Keep that second finger down for F now. F, 2, 3, 4, 5. To C. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Excellent, really well done. If you're able to play along at home, then nice and easy part of the song there. Right, really well done. If you're able to play, then as I always say, practice, practice, practice. Give yourself time to go over those chords again. As always, you can pause, you can rewind. You'll be able to find these videos here on the Facebook pages. They will be staying there, and you'll be able to find them on YouTube as well. Friday's lesson, what we're going to do is we're going to go through the whole song. So verse 4 is exactly the same as verses 1 and 2, and then we're going to have a go at going through the whole thing. So I hope you've enjoyed today's session. As I just mentioned, these will be staying up on the Facebook page and will be going onto our YouTube channel as well. And for those schools who've asked, this will be going up onto your online resources. So I'll catch you all on Friday for the final part of What a Wonderful World by Louis Armstrong, and we're going to have a go at playing all the way through as well. So I'll catch you all on Friday.